September is looking to be the best month of new releases on Steam this year. There were so many great games to come out that it was honestly a little overwhelming. Seriously, Starfield, The Genesis Order, and Honeycomb all came out on the same day, which is awesome, even if it totally killed my sleep schedule. As always, all links can be found on my Patreon because YouTube loves creativity nearly as much as Bethesda loves releasing bug-free games. First up is the sequel to Treasure of Nadia, my game of the year for 2021, The Genesis Order. This is the third game in the series that started with Lust Epidemic, and there are many returning characters you will encounter throughout the game. The Genesis Order features Nadia's familiar gameplay mechanics like open world exploring, side quests, puzzles, and home decorating. Check out my full review if you want to know more. The Genesis Order is available for PC, Mac, SteamOS, and Linux on Steam, with an Android version available on their Patreon and website. Next up we have Honeycomb, Come Party. Yes, that's the name. I covered the closure of Illusion last month, and this is the first game from the totally new company Ill Games. I mean, I don't know what anyone would think otherwise. Regardless of who is behind this game, it looks great and has a ton of potential. Check out my full review later this week. Honeycomb, Come Party is available for PC on Steam and DL site. As many of you familiar with the channel know, I love Fire Emblem, so I am really excited about our next title, the turn-based strategy RPG, Heroes Party R. Like Fire Emblem Fates and Three Houses, you can choose which side to be on. In this case, you can play on the side of the kingdom or with the demons. Whichever you choose, you have to fight against the choice you didn't go with. There are up to 30 companions to find, but I'll cover all of this in my review next week. Heroes Party R is available for PC on Steam, but you will need a patch. Next we have our only VR title, Amelia's Playroom VR. While this is VR only on Steam, there is a non-VR version available on DL site. In this game, you get to interact with Amelia in various zones, including a swimming pool area, a hotel room, a Mediterranean-style place for some reason, and more. You also get to change how Amelia looks by choosing different hairstyles and costumes, and you get to see all of the scenes from different perspectives by using the VR headset. Amelia's Playroom VR is available for PC on Steam, with a non-VR version available for PC on DL site. Our next title, Furry Shades of Gay 3, Still Gayer, is a continuation of the Furry Shades of Gay series that started back in 2020. This time, you get to experience 4 new stories with new characters and the return of a popular couple from the previous game. The Match 3 puzzle gameplay is mostly the same, but there are now new goals, obstacles, and themes. The art style seems to get better with every game, as well as the animations, which are voiced. Furry Shades of Gay 3, Still Gayer, is available for PC on Steam. Next up is the latest game from Lesson of Passion, Kurt Maddox. Get to know the small town of Snake Valley, where you are the sheriff. Explore the Wild West, solve problems, and create new relationships. Sticking with the theme of previous Lesson of Passion games, there are all kinds of scenes to experience with multiple love interests. The Steam release is the original Kurt Maddox, combined with the Wider Horizons expansion, which includes new plotlines, new characters, and, of course, new scenes and endings. Kurt Maddox is available for PC, Mac, SteamOS, and Linux on Steam. Next up is the yaoi game Paradiso Guardian. In this Metroidvania-style title, you play as Lenga, a battle angel with the Paradiso Guardian army. He has been sent on a mission to reclaim an invaded floating castle, where he will meet some familiar faces and even some new ones. As you progress through the castle, there are a ton of collectibles to find that make you stronger in battles. Paradiso Guardian is available for PC on Steam, and you can check out their Patreon about the content patch. Our next title, Lilith Rising, is a medieval fantasy visual novel full of demons, adventures, and magic. You play as a spoiled prince when an evil cult takes over your kingdom. Grow into a dependable leader to take back your country, and hopefully meet some love interests along the way. While you're training to fight the demons, you can go on dates and further their relationships. The game will include episodes 1 through 4, and the renders and animations for the sexual interactions look great. If the demons in Diablo 4 left you unsatisfied, you may want to check out Lilith Rising Season 1 for PC, Mac, SteamOS, and Linux on Steam, Patreon, and itch.io. I have covered a lot of games from our next developer, Play Meow, such as Elf Sex Farm, Dream Hacker, and Life with a College Girl. But this time, we're going to talk about 2 months of Devil King. Advertised as an educational game, you play as an amnesiac demon king whose job is to protect your kingdom from outside adventurers. Train for these invasions while also building bonds with your numerous female characters, as well as increasing your castle's defenses. Become the last hope for the demons in 2 months of Devil King, available for PC on Steam. The Chinese adult games industry continues to grow with our next title, Office is My Harem. You work in a mundane office job, and after getting chastised by your boss, you go Super Saiyan on her, and somehow that makes everyone in the office fall in love with you. While most of the game is a visual novel, the main way to earn money is through an AFK business minigame. Use the money you earn to unlock special scenes or further the main plotline. Office is My Harem is available for PC on Steam. From the developers of Zetria, a silver tier game from my top 59 Steam releases of 2022 video, we have Tamer Vale. This title is a turn-based card battler where you have to fight the forces of demonic corruption that have taken over your world through the power of mystical coitus. Tamer Vale focuses more on gameplay, so don't expect too much story-wise. You get to choose which of the 3 elven heroines you can play as, each having their own skills and abilities. Tamer Vale is available for PC and Mac on Steam. And finally, we have MILFs of Sunville Season 2. Following your choices from Season 1, Season 2 introduces new characters to your growing harem. So I do recommend playing Season 1 if you haven't yet. The gameplay is still a visual novel with the addition of an open world system and tons of animations. Check out my full review later this month. MILFs of Sunville Season 2 is available for PC and Mac on Steam and their Patreon. There you have it. Let me know what you're looking forward to. Hopefully there will be something you love on this list. I know I do. Until next time, no shaming, just gaming. Thanks to all this month's support on Patreon. I wouldn't have been able to do this without you all.